Behind Sarah Strong, the 15-year-old passed away Saturday after battling colon cancer for several months. This morning, ABC 57's Eric Cox is live in studio with more on why her community is rallying again today. Hey, Eric.
Good morning, Emily. Well, as you said, Sarah Crane died Saturday after losing her battle to cancer. Tonight, her visitation will be held in Elkhart from 4 till 8 at Harlitzer Gurdermuth Inman Funeral Home. That's on Franklin Street. Sarah was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer in July. The 15-year-old story has found its way into the hearts and minds of many across Michiana, especially in her home community of Elkhart. Throughout her struggle with cancer, countless tweets came pouring in from community members, each one marked with Crane's special hashtag, Sarah Strong. Her Facebook page, simply named hashtag Sarah Strong, has well over 10,000 followers. And just last night at the Elkhart Memorial Elkhart Central Swim Meet, girls on both teams put on purple swim caps to show their support for Sarah. That goes to show you that this community is still remembering Sarah Strong. Sarah's funeral is set for tomorrow morning at 10. That's at California Road Missionary Church on County Road 12 West. Even if you can't make it for the service, it'll be broadcasted online. You can find a link to it on our own website, abc57.com. Live in the studio, Eric Cox, ABC 57 News.
And developing this morning, we're learning the name of the man killed in a workplace accident 2 days ago. The Marshall County coroner says 54-year-old Alfonso Hernandez was crushed while making a routine delivery to Nicor. Officials say a piece of machinery he was unloading fell on top of him, and that accident is still under investigation. And in other news, as Michiana prepares for more snow, Swiss Valley is opening those slopes this afternoon. You can grab those skis and snowboards and hit the slopes at 3 o'clock. And because it's Friday, you can enjoy $5 Friday. That means you can show any current season pass from another ski area and pay only $5 for an all-day lift ticket. Well, the Kosciuszko County Sheriff's Department is asking you to stay prepared in case you get stuck along the side of the road. The department says they've been called out to a number of people stranded in cars this season.
Cars have been breaking down from the cold weather.
Items you should always keep in the trunk of your car during cold months include non-perishable food with protein, blankets, a shovel, salt or cat litter, road flares, and an extra gallon of gas. Also, keep that phone charged, and having a car charger isn't a bad idea either. Well, right now, Mishawaka schools are in the red and scrambling to come up with more than $60 million. That's a fallout from last month's vote against the property tax referendum. Well, last night, the school board talked about what's next, and one option may bring an end to Mishawaka City schools. ABC 57's Marissa Kirby was at that meeting and has the latest for us this morning.
Well, at the meeting, school board officials presented several options on how best to address Mishawaka School District's financial issues, but that's all they are right now, are options that the school board still needs to discuss. Mishawaka's looming financial crisis was the hot topic at school board meeting. One of the options discussed was a possible merger with nearby school districts. But board members say this won't fix the district's financial issues. So they're looking at restructuring with possible program and staff reductions.
If I lose my job, then I lose my home. My daughter loses her school because we have to move.
Now, Dr. Barker was able to talk to both superintendents at South Bend and Penn Harris Madison. Penn Harris Madison says at this time a merger does not look to be in their best interest. Dr. Barker says a consolidation is a slim possibility. In Mishawaka, Marissa Kirby, ABC 57 News.
Details are emerging this morning on 14 break-ins over just 4 days in the Twin Lakes area near Dowagiac. This man, Eric Zimanski, was charged with burglary and 2 counts of home invasion. Police believe he broke into more than 12 sheds and garages, taking TVs, cans of gas, and other items. Now, police think other people were actually involved and are looking to make more arrests. And this morning, ABC 57 has a ripoff alert you want to know about. A major scam is hitting the South Bend area. The caller claims to be a relative and begs for money for bail. The scam is targeting elderly residents. They're urged to wire money via Western Union. Now, police say the best way to prevent this is to ask for a callback number, then try to verify that story with other family members. Also, never transfer money if you can't verify that story. And Notre Dame is down 2 coaches already, including defensive coordinator Bob Diaco. This morning, we're hearing from Irish head coach Brian Kelly about losing Diaco on the sidelines. Kelly says, quote, Connecticut hired the perfect man to lead their football program into the future. Bob Diaco possesses every characteristic necessary to be successful. He's a top-notch recruiter, tremendous leader of young men, and a brilliant coach. Now, Kelly also announced co-defensive coordinator and cornerback coach Kerry Cooks will now fill Diaco's position for the Pinstripe Bowl. And Diaco, of course, is credited with helping to get the Irish to the New Era Pinstripe Bowl happening on the 28th. The Irish announced yesterday that bowl is already sold out. Notre Dame sold about 10,000 tickets, which was the school's entire allotment. It did so in just 5 days. And new this morning, ABC 57 is learning someone has anonymously dropped a gold Kruger-Rand coin into a Salvation Army red kettle in central Indiana. That coin was found in one of the Kokomo kettles last week and was sold for over $1,200. Now, the Kokomo Tribune reports this is the 5th straight year a coin has been donated to the city.
Time now 6:59. A winter weather advisory starts at 7 o'clock tonight. I expect the snow to start after 9. You're okay for your way to and from work. The storm system we're tracking right now is entering the plains as we speak. It's a good day, good weekend for the First Warning Weather app. Temperatures today top out in the upper 20s. The snow turns on tonight. By the end of tomorrow, 2 to 4 inches north and west, 4 to 6 south and east. Could see heavier amounts towards Fort Wayne, but do expect snow-covered roads Saturday morning.
And thanks for joining us here on ABC 57 News Morning Edition. I'm Emily Pritchard.
And I'm Tom Coombs.
Good Morning America is next. Have a great Friday.